5 o'clock. I'm going to call this city council meeting to order. And we're going to do a roll call here to make sure we have quorum. Ward 1 is not here, but we have Ward 2.
Here.
Ward 3.
Here.
Ward 4, and Mayor's gone, but we do have quorum. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance held by Councilman Brundrett.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is me, citizens to be heard. We do have one card. Would they like to come and speak? It's a Bart Payne. And please just say your name and your address.
Thanks for having me. My name is Bart Payne. I live on 1671 Prairie Road in Rockport, Texas. And I'm here because we have almost 2 acres of property. And there's a double wide trailer, which is, we want to get that out eventually and probably put a nice house there. But we're trying to get the yard straightened up. I got a Chevy Chevelle that we're restoring and a Corvette, and there's nowhere to work on it. So I poured a slab, and we're gonna make a 3-car deal because we have all this stuff that I want out of the yard. I want to make it look good, keep it mowed, and we're kind of prohibited because we have a portable carport that only holds 1 car. So I got the slab poured, and then I was in a call to see about getting a telephone pole put in so we'd have electricity out there for the lights and all that. And they said, no, you can't. I'm like, well, why? Well, because you already have 1 building. I said, that's a portable carport. It's not anchored. It's not like in the ground. It's portable. And I said, I'm trying to get my yard cleaned up. And when I work on these cars, it's we're in the sand. I just want a place where we can work on them, you know, kind of our hobby anyway. They said, you can't. I talked to the city manager. She was very, very polite. But she said, no. But my neighbor across the street, he just built a big metal building, got a shed in the back, another building in the back, and he can have 3. I just feel like I'm being singled out. Down the street, there's all kind of 3 to 4 houses. I went down and looked and took pictures of them. There's some at 4 in 1 house, 3. And I don't know, I don't have a problem with it because their yards look good. But I can't have the 1 carport. And I got these other real expensive cars we're working on that I'm trying to take care of and get the lawnmowers and weed eaters and all that stuff. So we might be able to put something else like my motorcycle in there. But they told me I can't do any of that. But the other people, I can't have 2 trailers. At first I said, hey, can we get 2 trailer spots and rent? No. My neighbors, they got 20. They said, I gotta have, I'm almost out of 2 acres. I can only have 1 septic tank. I want to put a septic tank in the back, so we're working on cars. We're not renting out, hauling sand. No, you gotta have 2 acres. I said, well, it's almost 2. No, you can only have 1. I got all this big yard, and I can't do anything with it. And I just don't understand why I'm being singled out because, like I said, everybody else down the street has at least 2. And they can say it's grandfather clause or whatever. The guy that built it last year or the year before. A big metal building, which I like. I think it looks good. A nice building on the side for all of his equipment. And there's supposed to be 1 in the back. So I just want to know why I can't do the same. They said it'd be a $500 a day fine if I did.
Thank you, Mr. We can't really respond to you during the comment session, but thank you for your comments, and I know they're recording it, and we'll have someone respond back to you.
Well,
okay?
I appreciate you listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go right on to the consent agenda as there's no ceremonial matters, correct? Okay, so the consent agenda, the following items may be acted upon in a single motion. No separate discussion or action on any of these items will be held unless pulled at the request of a member of a city council. Any city council members would like to pull any of these? I will recognize a motion.
Make a motion to accept as written. Second.
Ward 2.
Aye.
Ward 3.
Aye.
Ward 4. All in favor. Consent agenda passes. We are now into agenda item number 5. Ordinances, resolutions, and public hearings. Consider the approval of the first of two readings of Ordinance 2009, amending the City of Rockport Code of Ordinances, Chapter 98, Traffic and Vehicles, Article 3, Speed, Section 98-61, Appendix T-25, providing for the validity of said ordinance, repealing all prior ordinances in conflict herewith, and providing for effective date. And this is the chief.
Mayor Pro Tem, Council, good evening to you all. The City of Rockport was approached by TxDOT engineers recently, and they conducted a speed study on South Business 35 between 9th Street and the city limits at Freeze Lane, which is currently at 60 miles an hour. Their study showed that the 85th percentile is at, 85th percentile speed is at 60 miles an hour. The traffic out there is going the speed limit. However, due to extenuating circumstances that we've had over the last few years, crashes, fatalities, some pretty bad stuff that happened out on that roadway, they recommend that we lower that speed limit from 60 miles an hour to 55 miles an hour. The 85th percentile, if y'all aren't aware of that, that's a speed that the general public determines is a safe and prudent speed for a certain roadway. We actually do that in our speed studies here in the city of Rockport as well for our local roadways. So with that, we bring this new ordinance to you guys for your consideration if y'all want to approve that or not. Even though it's a TxDOT roadway, it is in the city limits, and the governing body of a municipality determines what that speed is.
Any questions?
And you've got a written report from TxDOT requesting this or something?
I do, and it is in the packet. There's a letter that was provided from TxDOT as well as a map of the roadway showing the from 9th Street to Freeze Lane, which will be affected with an ordinance change.
And a study like that's what we can use as council to go, hey, this was our reasoning for this. That's instead of just arbitrary, hey, let's drop the speed.
Now TxDOT didn't give me the actual study. They just give me the letter that you have in your packet. But in the packet, the engineer, America Garza, she explained the speed study in her letter and the recommendation.
When we consider something like that, is it require public notice and public comment and what have you and all of this? I don't know, or is it just a simple?
It actually does require the public to be able to comment on this if they do choose to. It doesn't have to be a public hearing. They just have to have an opportunity to speak to it.
So this was posted, obviously, like our regular city council, an opportunity to come speak for the first of two readings. So that we'll have the reading here and then we'll have a second reading on the ordinance.
Correct.
Have you guys gotten any feedback from actual citizens about this or anything?
No, and it's not something that we sent out to citizens or anything like that. We're just going off of TxDOT's recommendation. I'm assuming we do need to open this up for public discussion before they vote on this first reading.
Is that a requirement?
It is a requirement to have the public be able to speak on it if anybody here would, for us to do it. Okay.
That would have to be on a different agenda, correct?
Give notice.
So,
Okay.
so we need to table this today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was my understanding that if we just opened it up tonight to that would give them that opportunity.
So I'll make a motion to table it so we can revisit it with a public hearing.
I'll second.
So we don't need to vote on the table, correct? Okay.
Yeah, you do. Vote to table.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, so Ward 2,
Aye.
Ward 3?
Aye.
Ward 4? Aye, we make a motion to table it until next meeting. We're gonna go to city manager's update. Vanessa, Mrs. Schroner.
It'll be on the website. I'm not gonna read it to you because it's extensive, but, I'll point out a couple of things. We do now have a new citizen welcome packet. So when you come and sign up for, to turn on your water, sewer, get trash, whatever, you'll be given a new packet that, y'all may have seen this already, that kind of gives you direction, as to where to go. So that'll be, a good benefit for new residents. On the permit and inspections, if you'll remember, we implemented new impact fees. So in January, We collected $24,000 in impact fees. And remember, that money goes directly to infrastructure upgrades and improvements. So, that's rolling. We're seeing some real numbers from that, and, I think that's a good thing. There's a good page on there about our tourism efforts. And with that, I will say that our, sales tax is up 6%, and our hot taxes are up about 39%. Is that too high? 37? Somewhere in that range. So, I would like to say that there's probably a direct correlation between the two. And hopefully we'll see the fruits of that as the year continues on. We're still doing the warrant roundup, and all of our ordinances are finally codified and on the web as they should be, so we're caught up there. There's some other interesting stuff in there that may be of interest to you guys, but those are the highlights.
Thank you. We're gonna go to city council report, Ward 2.
I don't have anything specific to report tonight, other than Ward 2 seems to be doing real well. We had a community meeting the other night with one of the subdivisions, and we plan on having some ward-wide, is that the proper term? That Shelley's gonna help me get scheduled, and looking forward to meeting everyone in Ward 2 here shortly. Real Talks, absolutely, REEL, right? Awesome, love that. But otherwise, for the folks in Ward 2, that'll be advertised, and look forward to seeing everyone there.
Thank you. Ward 3.
All right, got to do the Mardi Gras parade. That was good fun times out there across the bridge. Not exactly in the city limits, not exactly in Ward 3, but we got to participate. Matt and I, we went, and once again, we had the best looking golf cart float in the entire county. So maybe a little biased, but it was really good. Got to meet Citizen University the other night. I was approached to speak at that, give the welcome to them, and one of our participants is back here. Thank you, sir, and hopefully that continues to move forward well. It looked like there was 10? How many do we have? 10 people? 10 citizens have joined that what do we call it, party? And let's see, myself, Public Works Director Picarazzi, and Water, what do we call it, what's Jeff, what's his role? Assistant Public Works Director, and then City Manager. We went down to Alice last week to go look at some projects they're working on for water, and just trying to get a good scope of what other people are doing in these times. And we look forward to a workshop with the rest of council and trying to brainstorm and do some things, try to figure out what we can do for water. That's all I have.
I just had the CVB, but you guys covered it. The sales tax and the hot tax has been up, which is great to hear. We were named the monthly Rockport, was it the lodging, in the lodging,
Texas Lodging is
yes.
just the city of the month.
Yeah, City of the Month, so very good for Rockport. I do want to give a kudos to Ryan Picarazzi. I've sent him many emails with many issues in the last couple of weeks, and he's really handled it very well, so thank you. My constituents appreciate that, and so I just wanted to kind of give out kudos as much as I can when that kind of arises. So just staying busy on that, and I think that's about it. And I know we're not having an executive session tonight since we're missing 2 valuable members, so we're just gonna go and I'll take a motion for adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
All right, thank you.
Over at the other building, right? Yeah. I think we opened it up.